Hey guys, welcome back to Vertical Momentum. I'm your host, Richard Kaufman, also known as the Comeback Coach. Guys, my co-host, Trey Carmichael for Tuesdays with Trey, is having some technical difficulties. So I'm just going to recap what we've gone over for the last couple of weeks. But first, I want to thank our sponsors. As you guys see down below, Trey has an amazing company. He helps companies like mine, like yours, get out into the ether, get out and get your business promoted on social media. And he'll teach you how to do long form social media, short form social media. So definitely check them out below at that link below. Also, I want to thank our brand new sponsor, Eric Allen. He's been a mentor to me, and his course is amazing. If you ever wanted to start your own podcast, he'll teach you how to start, how to launch, start, and monetize your podcast and make it become a successful podcast, not just one of the other 3 million podcasts that are out there. So make sure if you guys want to start your own podcast, drop, say, podcast below, and I'll get that information to you. So now, guys, I'm just going to recap what we talked about for the first 3 episodes. If you missed the first 3 episodes, go back and look on my my YouTube channel, or actually in my podcast. You can see the last couple episodes with Tuesday with Trey. We're on episode 4. So like I said, this is just going to be a recap of what we talked about. First episode we talked about is what is long form social media and short form social media. We also talked about how to find your perfect avatar, because I think that's where a lot of people struggle. And it was one of the things that I struggled with when I first started. I didn't know, who my perfect avatar is, who my perfect listener is. And I think that's half the battle that, like, one of my mentors, John Lee Dumas, talks about. If you find your perfect avatar, who you're talking to, you're going to be able to hit that market. But like Jim Rohn said at one point, if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. So that's something we really talk about. We talked about finding out your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you starting your business? Who your perfect listener is. Now, for instance, one of my friends, best friends in the world, Kumar, has a GNC. And I asked him, I said, who is your number one avatar? And he said, 24-year-old male bodybuilder. Well, we looked into his analytics, and his analytics says that his perfect avatar was a 35-year-old female. So pretty much all the marketing that he was doing, he was pretty much, praying and spraying, and he wasn't hitting his target. So we just readjusted his marketing because of his analytics, and now he's crushing it again. So guys, make sure you know who you're talking to. Make sure you know who you're marketing to, because marketing dollars are so valuable. So don't spend your money marketing to people that don't need your business, don't want your business, or even can't afford your business. Because if you have a $5,000 course, let's say, and you're promoting it to somebody that only makes $25,000 a year, they're not going to be able to afford your program. So make sure you know who you're marketing to. Make sure you know. Like for me, I know my perfect avatar according to my analytics: 25 to 45-year-old male, veteran business owner, father of 3, and a brand new business owner. So everything I talk about goes talking to those people. Yes, I have a lot of female listeners, but most of the people that listen to my show, that's my avatar. And I actually broke it down to where I even named my avatar, and his name is Craig. So everything that I do, every post that I put out, every social media that I do, all goes out for Craig. So make sure you guys are doing that. And then we talked about last week, we talked about what is long form social media and short form for social media. Long form social media is traffic that you own, traffic that can't be taken away from you. Say your email list. YouTube is known as another long form, um, because they're pretty easy. They don't do a lot of banning. So you're pretty much if you put your stuff out on YouTube, it's going to stay there. And the best thing about if you do that on YouTube, like I do, YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world. Google is the number 1 search engine in the world. Google owns YouTube. So who are they going to go to when they need something marketed, or when somebody's searching for something? Of course, they're going to go to their sister platform. So it's smart if you start doing long form video on YouTube. Now, short form video is your TikToks. It's your even YouTube Shorts. It's all the other social media platforms that, if you put a post up on Facebook, say, it's gone within the 24 hours news cycle. So where on platforms like YouTube, even Pinterest, you can be found 3-4 years down the road. And we call that evergreen in our markets. It's called evergreen. That means it's always going to be there. Somebody's always going to find it. So even if you have a course that you're teaching, you might, even if you stop teaching that course and it's online, you'll still be getting paid from that course 3, 4, 5 years down the road. So make sure that you're creating long form content, because now even I talked to somebody behind the scenes at YouTube. YouTube is going to start pushing out long form content again, because they're realizing people that watch long form content will spend the money. So make sure you're doing short form and long form. What I do is I do YouTube Shorts, and I also do long form video where this will go out on long form video. So make sure that you're doing a mixture of both. If you're a business owner, make sure you're capturing emails, make sure you're building up your email list, because what happens if one day if Zuckerberg says, you know what, I don't want you on my platform anymore, and all of a sudden you have $3 million into your business on Facebook, and then you're gone. So make sure that you are in more than one place. They always say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I believe that. But if you are going to put your eggs in all in one basket, make sure you keep that basket close and you keep an eye on that basket. Also, something we talked about that a lot of people don't realize, that on Facebook, the average annual salary is between 70 and 80,000. On LinkedIn, that average goes up to 130 to 210. So if you have a business, and if you're looking to go to where business is done, go to where people are looking for your service, definitely get on LinkedIn. Make sure you optimize your LinkedIn profile. I think so far, we have almost 27,000 connections on LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. I get almost all my referrals. I get almost all my guests from LinkedIn. So if you're a business owner, you need to be on LinkedIn. And that's not from the Comeback Coach. That's actually from Mr. Gary Vaynerchuk. They asked him in 2022, next year, what are the 2 biggest platforms that you should be on? He said, number 1, TikTok. Number 2, make sure that you're on LinkedIn. Now, people say, well, I'm not shaking my ass. I'm not dancing. I don't need to be on TikTok. Well, I just want you to know that big companies like Kia, Kentucky Fried Chicken, they're spending between 25 and 50% of their marketing budget on TikTok. Why are they doing that? Because that's where the eyeballs are. And so if you're not on TikTok, you're falling behind, but you can still get on TikTok, and you don't have to get in dance, do the lip syncing and all that stuff. You can actually go on there, create value. I go on there, I talk about resilience, I talk about business, I talked about coming back. So I don't have a big following, and I'm okay with that. I think I only have 10,000 followers, but I'm okay with that because it's resonating with people. So make sure that you're on TikTok. So make sure you're creating long form, and make sure you're creating short form content. So that's all we're going to really talk about. And then next week, we're going to talk about how to crush it using long form media, podcasting, and also using AI, especially Chat GPT. Now, I've been using Chat GPT for the last 2 weeks. Definite game changer. Learn how to use it, play with it, learn how to use it. It's truly amazing. All right, guys. Like my t-shirt says, today I decided. Today I decide if I'm going to crush it in 2023. So it's up to you if you want to be a winner or if you want to stay exactly where you were at 2022. So guys, make sure that if you want to crush it, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment below, make sure you get notifications, because every day we're dropping some heat on Vertical Momentum Resiliency Podcast. And every Tuesdays with Trey, where we're going to be talking about business. We're actually going to teach you how, if you went from step 1 to step 4, you would actually be starting your business already. So we're going to actually teach you how to start a business, run a business, and then if you want to eventually sell it. So guys, I'm heading out. I'm going to go have an amazing day. I love you guys. And remember, vertical momentum, the only way to go is up. Love you guys.